though, at least as far as the op goes. That is nice. But of course, you need the money for it first. And one way to start that off is with this beautiful pistol round. And looks like EndGame is very eager to set foot towards A. They are definitely known for their A takes on this map. But first aggression is coming in. Dina has landed a couple of bullets. The first kill is in favor of EndGame, but look, it is pretty much a trade fest here down ramp. Now the CTs are forced to fall back a bit, regroup up, and EndGame is perhaps thinking to rethink their strategy, just holding off for now, playing with the minds of Black Dragons, perhaps trying to fake that they're rotating away, but that certainly isn't the case.
Yeah, the CTs are all sticking around here, and actually the contact's going to come through. Younger does find the flick, so going to get the advantage here. Little nade going to push her back. Now the CTs, they're all going to stick around here. There's no one at B. Everyone is here. Luluzina actually going to be swinging out to find one, taken down by Younger. We move now into the one-on-one. That bomb picked up, and she is out of there.
Oh, yeah, she is going to run away, take the ladder. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, she is going to take the ladder up. But with 30 seconds, definitely needs to make use of her time well. Is now going to be sneaking into mid, then through B, and oh, wait, no. She's going straight back to A. Sad thing is, the CTs are still there, and she's not expecting it. But Julie, ready as ever. Just one bullet is all it takes. And with that, the pistol round now for Black Dragons.
Yeah, I think maybe she thought she'd played with their minds a bit there with the rotate off. Thought she might have forced a stack over towards B, but CTs held their ground, and it's the right call. So I'm just running through at the end, alerting to her presence, and it's a pretty easy cleanup there. So no bomb plant means that money not in the best place for EndGame either. They've gone for the full eco. Those MP9s on the side of Black Dragons have a good opportunity here to make a lot of money, although at the moment it's just Dina alone on A, and all of these Ts are about to be running into her.
Ooh. Well, actually, not quite contesting it, just giving them the bomb plant. Of course, looks like Black Dragons is just waiting for the team to group up and clean this one out, as they should. Every single player stays alive. So, okay, yeah, they have given the bomb plant over, but EndGame would probably be able to buy either way. So, this game's good, clean retake, as they should. And they can go for a nice bonus round here with still three MP9s and a FAMAS in their hands. So yeah, on paper, EndGame now will have the full AK stack come out. So on paper, this, as far as weaponry goes, is more favorable for them. But if Black Dragons is able to hold on to it, their money is going to be so nice.
It's a bit difficult with all these MP9s. Well, it's the FAMAS that beats the AK. You don't always see that. Trade does come through fairly quickly. I like what they're doing here. These close angles with the MP9 are what you have to do. It's a very potent weapon at close range. You can even take down the AK in some of these duels, but maybe the AK that strikes first here. There you go, the MP9 chiming in. So, do see a kill for the SMG, but now it's just Youngher and Julie alone. 2 on 3. That bomb currently down in lowers. Looks like it is going to be making its way towards an A finish, though. This is the risk of keeping all those MP9s. Like, it's fair enough to save across 2, but 3 does sort of force your hand with how you play these rounds. You can see they do get punished here. Now they're going to get at least a free bomb plant, and the retake's going to be a tricky one.
But the good thing is the CTs are still close. And of course, it's a good thing that they are still grouped up together, but not in a position to trade each other out. And with Coldizina and Luluzina also just crisp on their aim, making this a 2-1. And yeah, pretty soon already, money is in a bit more of a tough spot for Black Dragons. They're still able to buy, but it will be Julie on an MP9. And not everyone with the most amount of utility, but perhaps they're able to still make it work. I like this early aggression, though, by Black Dragons instantly setting up B ramp control. Also now smokes out on A. Good idea as well as to where Nami is. Ooh, look at this. Younger is able to just straight up pick her off through the smoke. Good read. And that's an opening in favor of Black Dragons.
Yeah, it's a bit of a common spot for a T to go to sit into that CT smoke there, try and catch the phase on it. And the read is good from Younger, finding her there. Ooh, clever molly there to clear up anyone holding that angle. And they hard clear Goddess as well. So now it's just going to be Julie here. She has the MP9, so it's going to be difficult against all of these AKs. Drop a little smoke there. That'll slow them down. I'm guessing for a little bit. That molly going to be raining down on some civilians below. Port that one to the fire brigade. Here comes the support. Bit of false info though. Doesn't spot anyone. Now the T's can strike.
Ooh, that is a great opening. And now with the crunch coming in through mid as well. Timing was so perfect and they're only allowed to trade for one. So that leaves Younger all on her own. Looks like she might wants to go for this. Does have still a Molotov and a flashbang left. No kit though. With that, time is already ticking away. She looks like she will just be sitting tight for an exit. Money is low on the team, so anything that you can hold on to is very valuable. And still, the scoreline will be tied up now, so you don't want to make sure, or you want to make sure that they don't end up running away with too many rounds. And perhaps with a hero M4, who knows what Black Dragons can pull out of the bag.
Yeah, they've got a choice here. I mean, they can force into this. The smarter move is to save, but they might decide if they feel that they've got the better aim and they can take the fights that they could force around this M4. But given that Younger has about the same amount of money, it's most likely going to be the full save coming out.
Yeah.
We'll just be discussing that one now. Lulu Xena, to a good start, 6 for 2. 2 players with Xena as the suffix to their name. Do you know if that means anything? What's your
not that I know of.
like?
I mean, we also have so many Annas and even twice in a T. Like, I'm not sure. Are there patterns? Perhaps is
There
this
are patterns,
Illuminati?
right?
Maybe.
Some of the best European AWPers are called Anna. Like there's at least 4 that have a variation of Anna in the name.
It's
so there's
like
Anna, who's joined Godsent, and then there's Joanna. So
yeah,
there's definitely something going on there. I don't want to, start a conspiracy, but I think if you've got Anna in your name, you're probably a good AWPer. So shout out to all the Annas out there. And there's Nico that we are facing here. So it should just be a matter of time when these CDs get cleaned up. That M4 does have the potential to cause damage. There is a flash in the back of Julie too, so they could set up some sort of cheeky little overwhelm play, but it looks like they're playing it fairly safe, and that M4 just ate a juicy grenade.
they're eager to try and get some more control here over B, as some utility will be flying out. But no one really making any moves yet. It looks like at the same time, though, the bomb still here towards ramp, and there's actually a player pushing into. Oh, it is very awkward. Yeah, of course, the USP not quite dealing the same amount of damage as an AK would. And at the same time, yeah, the T's are so hungry. And, well, surviving with all 5 of the players, which is a very good condition for EndGame to be in. 3 rounds now on the board. Money in quite a nice, comfortable spot. And Black Dragons, they can go and try again with now a full buy back on the board.
Younger almost actually had the timing there, but she caught a flash as she went to swing out. If she tucked in, she might have had the opportunity. See the AWP now coming out on Sinon as well. I think she's normally the AWP on this team. I think it's LaFlix. Flix being in her name and nature. But Sinon must have had the B spawn, so has gone for that early peek. A bit of damage for her. Ooh, that's a nice spam as well. So already these T's peppered down another grenade as well. Obviously this is all unconfirmed damage. All of it, in fact. Even that grenade at the start, not known entity. Definitely aware of the damage now as Lulu gets taken out of the server. Xena also taken down towards the back of B, I think. And Amy finds Younger. Now Goddess going to push for info and get caught out. Chaos across the server. Suddenly there's only 2 CTs left.
Ooh. Well, the position does get beat, but Fortezina, oh, sadly not able to escape. I thought there was a possibility for a second, but it's all gonna get denied. And yeah, with 3v1 still not any economy build up by Black Dragons, it's time for another save. Sadly, did upgrade to an AK. That's nice, but yeah, that is pretty much the most that they're allowed to have.
Yeah, EndGame coming off looking pretty strong here after sort of those initial rounds that didn't go their way. As soon as they were able to get their hands on those rifles, it's been non-stop carnage. And they've been pretty clean rounds as well, right? Not really particularly close, not really any post-plant positions. It's mostly winning it before the bomb even goes down. So it's a very impressive showing so far from EndGame, which I think gets me excited about this matchup. Obviously, EndGame won Vertigo last time, but seeing them come into this matchup again, 3 weeks on and still sort of carrying that confidence, particularly when they know they're going up against the team that's at the top of the table, I think is a really good showing. Obviously, early stages, but it's a good sign nonetheless. And now, once again, that money not in a good place for Black Dragons. Just that AK saved over and again. We're just going to be going to some sort of pistol half buy of some sort.
Yeah, and this is the thing, because Black Dragons, they have won the pistol round. They have won the round after that. But then EndGame just came in strong on their buy round and hasn't dropped a round after that. So, yeah, Black Dragons now losing 2 buy rounds. And yeah, just forced to go back to the drawing board. Perhaps something can come out, but they really need to rethink their strategy. And yeah, it seems like they have some good ideas. I like what they did with like the early control, but it seemed that in the process they are just simply also giving away too many opportunities for EndGame to just pre-fire some angles, or force them out with utility.
I think EndGame might be a little bit of their kryptonite on this map because it's the only time they've lost Vertigo has been against EndGame. We'll see if EndGame can repeat the situation here. Looking to test mid, which is, I guess, on a pistol round, worth getting a sense of how the CPs are playing this. Bit of utility coming out here. Dust 2, gonna be a bit of a tough one though, right? So it's really important that EndGame secure this map because Black Dragons 80% win rate on Dust 2 at the moment. And obviously we mentioned it, the 16-0 the last time these two teams matched up. So my gut is probably takes us all the way to Inferno. But I'd like to think EndGame have been up to some tricks in the last few weeks and maybe has something special to show us. And already I'm pretty happy with what they're showing us right now.
Oh, Silent, hello, and okay. Instantly an answer back by Goddess. Actually, Nani with a follow-up kill with Vertigo too. But yeah, too much firepower on the side of EndGame, making this nonetheless a 3v1. Goddess does have an AK, has a bit of money, but honestly an AK is very nice to have if you're on that CT side. So yeah, back to spawn it is, just waiting for the bomb to go off. And yeah, it's that reality of just, trying again next round.
Rocking the luminosity stickers on the AK that Goddess found. Nice to see a bit of love for the juggernaut of the region from a bygone era. Looks pretty cool as well. That money now, it's going to be in a really good place for EndGame as well. Like, they've already gotten 5 rounds, and we're only 7 rounds into it, so it's a really good position to be in. Plus, they're going to have the money now. You can see 4 players with 10 grand. They're going to be able to purchase up for a good chunk of this half. Whereas Black Dragons not been able to string any rounds together outside of those first 2. Do have enough money now on Younger, though, to bring out that AWP, and that could be the difference maker. You highlighted that she was a player to watch and who you'd like to see bringing that AWP out. So hopefully she'll get that opportunity now. and LaFlix can be challenged on the other side.
Yeah, that's the thing, because not just younger, but on so many teams we have like very impactful players that when the money is there, they can really take the team on a ride and just to help elevate the team. But when the money is not there, and the op is not going to be in the hands of the team, then sometimes it ends up being a little bit quiet on players like younger. So I hope this is the moment for her to shine. Still, nonetheless, she is currently top fragging with 6 kills, and in fact the only one going positive so far. So definitely not any complaints yet, but it does seem that EndGame is just constantly winning the opening doors and also holding on to them.
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting to see some of these players now. We're in this pause. I like the little plushie. Boot camping together here. I think this is Black Dragons. I'm gonna say. I'm looking for something to indicate which team it is. But nice to see their boot camping together. Hoping to see cat cam. We've seen a couple of cat cams so far.
Yes.
So keep your eyes peeled for any cats or other animals. None so far.
Sadly, yeah. Do you have any pets?
I don't. I've got one of those little ESL chickens. You know how you can get them. I don't want to plug the ESL store. Well, not. Didn't need to, but ESL store. Check it out. You can buy these little chickens. I don't have one here. Well, I'm not on camera anyway. It's a little chicken that's from Inferno, and they have little hats, and they have a little crate. They come in like a loot box crate. So that's the closest thing to a pet that I have at the moment.
Yeah.
Yourself?
No, sadly, I don't. I really want to be a cat person though. So maybe in the future.
You want to be a cat, but you don't know how you feel about cats yet?
No, I want to be. I just, having a cat and everything is also an investment, and you need to have the time and everything for it. So it is a commitment. So perhaps somewhere in the future, I will, because I really want to. Cats are just so cuddly and so cute.
They need to add pets to CSGO. I mean, you can already get the chickens to follow you. We covered that. Imagine if you could get a cosmetic and it was just like an animal and it just followed you around. I would buy more skins. Come on, Valve, if you're listening, add in cats that follow you around, dogs, all sorts of animals, frogs, chickens.
Yeah. What kind of animal would Vertigo's be?
Be like an eagle, right? Some sort of high nesting bird. It feels.
Yeah.
It's high up, right?
Oh, that's really cool. I want that.
Why wouldn't the T's simply ride the eagles to the bomb site? Fearless. We have to ask ourselves that question. But we're going to be jumping into the round now, and I said an AWP would be coming out, but I did not expect 2 AWPs to be coming out, and neither of them on Younger. In fact, the first one going to chime in, and Younger does get one, and the second one chimes in. So maybe AWPs were the answer that Black Dragons were looking for.
I think it was a spawn-based thing that Goddess was just able to get it. Because now, in fact, they did change things up, and the AK is back in the hands of Goddess, and now Younger on that AWP. And it paid off. 2 opening kills, and this is exactly the pressure that Black Dragon should be putting onto them. Now, hopefully they are not going to give it away, and I'm not sure what's happening with all the Molotovs here today. They
that wasn't
seem to be flying to places they shouldn't be going.
Yeah, I think actually that first AWP kill coming in towards B stairs lulled Nami into a false sense of security in mid, because if you hear an AWP in B, you don't expect one to be in mid. And so she actually gets picked there, and Julie has the perfect read on this. Oh, no, don't look away. Oh, I suppose the flash came through, so probably would end badly, but that flick does not end badly. Finds the first and gets the tag onto Luluzina, walks into her crosshairs, and now the flick has plenty of money, but has 5 people to find.
Oh, completely blinded now as well. Instantly the backup is there for Black Dragons. And this is not the best position for an AWP to be in. Very tough with the close angles there on ramp. And that is now finally an answer back to the 5 rounds that EndGame have been winning in a row. Yeah, and just, it all, of course, started off with this Goddess with the hand on that AWP. Great opening, and then they were able to capitalize right on that, because it's pretty tough when you have 3 players to get some map control, and then, yeah, where do you go? What are you gonna do to enter a site? But instantly an answer back. EndGame get flashbangs, and that's instantly Dina taken out of the running here for this round. Now the question is, how will the CTs answer back? Because actually with that utility already flying in, perhaps EndGame is going to go quite quickly to the A side.
Yeah, 3 CTs already here though. The rotate's coming quick, and Nani's just going to go looking. Finds the first, install the backpack at the second as well. So that's 2 for 2. Although, trade comes through. Now it's just the 2 orbs against 2 AKs. This B side opened up though. Coldzina, she's going to catch a timing here where she can walk all the way in. Has to be careful because Julie is sitting back here with the orb. She crosses that little slither of a gap. Oh, looks away at the exact wrong second. So it is going to be a bomb plant going down, but double AWP on the retake. It's a risky one.
Zinger is in a bit of a better spot to peek around for now. Counter flashbang. Yeah, but this is definitely a tough spot for these 2 AWPers to be in. They need to like walk around corners, pretty much scoped in, but Julie finds the first and Junger the second. Quick on the trigger, and well, that shows how on top of their game they are, that even in a tough situation like that we're still able to pull it off. Just yeah, closing the gap slowly but surely, making this now a 4-5.
Yep, the double AWP retake. There you go. Worked perfectly. Just need to hit your shots, and it doesn't matter what weapon you have. So great showing of AWP prowess there. Nani swinging out here also. It was a great bit of info play while they're all setting up their utility. That turns it into the even engagement, and then against all odds, the retake comes in. And they get to hold on to 2 AWPs. So a great position to be in now. And, oh, that Molly also going awry. This Molly is not working out for these teams at the moment, although those T1s look pretty good at the top of a round. First time in forever, it feels like the CTs have managed to actually get control of top ramp as well. It's been EndGame's territory thus far, and Younger, she misses this no-scope, which she does. Eventually putting it into their territory. Dina mollied out and goes down as well, so it's going to be the 3-on-5. Nani's still here to defend, but just an org in her hands. The rotate from Goddess is coming in, though.
Yeah, there are now 2 players. Of course, both holding a different angle. Actually, third one is looking around on the back. Not quite sure whether to stick around on A or towards B. Goddess is going in for an info play, not expecting Navi to be that close. So that only widens the gap now in favor of EndGame. But who knows? EndGame still needs to set foot onto a bomb side, and it's still Nani can't quite connect the shot. And everything seems to be working out here for EndGame. Only Julie left. Ooh, that's what a nice extra piece of meat. But yeah, still with 4 players alive, a very good spot for EndGame to be in. And considering that the bank on 3 players is quite low, this is also nice to have. Oh, Julie definitely needs to be careful. You don't want to lose that all. Quite a heavy investment. But now, of course, it's going to come in blazing with the AKs and the no-scope. Not gonna do it. And that's now, yeah, the flicks with an AWP in hand. And not anymore for Black Dragons. They are, well, yeah, they are able to rebuy in. But, yeah, it's quite some money lost.
Yeah, just a single AWP now in the hands of Younger. That double AWP, a luxury long forgotten. 2 for Masters coming out. Once again, the AUG. So they're favouring that one. You love to see a bit of respect for the, I guess, less standard rifles. FAMASas probably don't deserve respect. I've already said my piece on FAMASas on Impact League stream before. Don't need to go into it, but it's just not the gun. Definitely not the gun to be taking a duel with an AWP at the bottom of ramp. You know, getting hurt. And then Nani going down, losing her from us. So, as I say it, so it is. Hold. The player disadvantage and the health disadvantage. Not in a good position, but a nice flick there from Younger. Does even up the kills. Got a good angle here behind the smoke.
Looks like a tease will be grouping up towards this B ramp here. Still have a player down towards, well, close towards mid. Looks like they won't be using her as a distraction. In fact, EndGame just setting up here for this execute with some utility that will be ready very shortly. Oh, and just Sinan looking down. Oh, there we go. The peak right above the woods. And, well, actually, in favor of EndGame now, the trays go. Dina, though, still very close. With the smoke now landed right in front of her. It's so incredibly tough to retake this. And Younger caught off guard. And that's great. Lula didn't really apply any pressure during the take, trying to, well, create the false sense of security that probably there was not going to be a player there, but at right timing.
4x3.
What was that? I'm not spotting each other, and you can even see like Lula's like, I'm sorry, I missed almost a CT right there, but it's fine. EndGame cleaned them up, and yeah, they widen the lead that they're currently having with 7 rounds on the board, and Black Dragons now back to the pistols.
They are 16 by 9, guys. You will not get 4 by 3 like both those players just did. So in the grand scheme of things, not going to have a big impact. Just Deagles coming out from Black Dragons here. I'm seeing these Deagles do some magic, but they would have to conjure up something special here. Otherwise, it looks like EndGame are in a really good position to, at the very least, win the half, with still the potential to create an even larger victory. Vertigo is one of those maps that I guess the T's are in a better position to get off to a good start. So it's a good map to have as your map pick. Starting on T's can really set the momentum. All these Deagle players getting flushed out, having a bad time. That's not a bath you want to be taking. Goddess does eventually find somebody. And Julie finds one of her own. In fact, finding True gets I think it's a collateral kill through the head of another player. So impressive shot there. That's a bit of damage at the very least with these Deagles.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Now the money is back in the bank, and double up will be coming out again. The last time they were on the buy didn't go too well, but the round before that was super strong. So they really need to try out some new things, and Goddess definitely was trying to go for that early peak. Not expecting a player who's already been pushed down that far on ramp, completely looking the wrong way. So again, an opening in favor of EndGame. I do like this boost on the box. Not quite a position we have seen so far come out of Black Dragon. Actually, in fact, not that much mid aggression. Question is, will it be checked?
Well, even if she does get one here, it's a difficult spot to escape from. Her only support is all the way back at A site, is where Young her is. It'd take her a long time to rotate over. So she has to be good for, I think, at least 2 here if she wants to have impact, because Julie's going to be left on an island on the B site. Younger now is coming in, though. So the timing is good. Actually, the T's are going to back off. They're not going to go for this aggression mid. I think they've changed their minds. They are going to be grouping up. Potentially towards B. It does look like it's going to be a B split. All these players on the stairs. Julie here has the right angle. There are 2 players in the site too, so they're well positioned for this take.
Yeah, this is a pretty similar setup to what we saw actually a couple of rounds ago with, actually I think it's called Azina left to just kind of lurk it out on mid, but the timing right now didn't quite work out, especially with so many T's falling in the process of getting onto site. Now the flicks not even able to get the bomb down. Absolutely been denied with a no-scope, in fact, by Junger. And that is another round on the board for Black Dragons.
What orping from Younghair there. Just had like the perfect angle. We're going to see a replay in a sec. Julie gets the first, but these two shots here just perfectly dodging in and out behind the generators, and then denies the bomb plant with the no-scope. So she's being super impactful here. And this isn't really a map that's, you know, known for its orping. It's a lot of shorter engagements that tend to favor the rifles. I mean, sometimes you don't even see the ops come out just because of how, I guess, more close quarters it can be. But Young is showing that she is not afraid to be taking those dulls, and she is hitting the shots today.
And this round is actually going to be quite important. Both teams don't have the most amount of economy left. EndGame a little bit more on 2 players, but still, 3 will be broken if they end up losing all the players. So, quite a lot of pressure onto actually both teams. Probably even a bit more on Black Dragons considering they are behind. But if they win, they might end themselves in quite a good spot to make this a nice close first half. Flashes will now be flown into ramp, but the T's haven't really made a move so far yet.
They're the utility down towards ramp. There are 3 players sitting here at the moment. That bomb is just sitting somewhere. It looks like they're actually going to be trying to poke and prod and see which side they can make their way into. Can't see that she might have spotted the edge here. If she does, she finds Goddess. Gonna swing out though. Julie missing a critical shot there. Now these players are coming in close, able to get one, but the takes come through, and that's everyone dying across the map. Before you know it, it's Nani on the flank, left with the bomb. Okay, this gets spicy. Are they going to be ready for her? They're not. 2 players now to take down. They're lining up, but she backs off. Oh, gets the dig on the first, but they're going to collect that bomb. No, they're going to chase her. Oh, she has the chance. She runs. She's afraid. They're hunting her down. Run as fast as she can. She does a huge chunk of damage to that nade, though. Takes that one and half the health on Luluzina. And just through pure time alone, wins the round. The 1v3 plus the kill at the end. What a round from Nani.
Wow, you saw her reaction as well. She was like very tense, but happy that she won that one. And what a close one. While she was being hunted down, needed to switch to the pistol at the end. But yeah, that was definitely a tense moment. But good for another round. Black Dragons certainly happy that they did it. And stealing away the money there of Luluzina, just a tech 9 for her in this round. Yeah, not very ideal. Still possible with 3 rivals on board, but they need to play together, and that's exactly what EndGame will be doing. Setting up with all 5 of the players pre-fire in the box as well, and that is good for, again, an opening kill. And now Black Dragons need to answer back.
Yeah, the Molly and reinforcements are here, though. So they're in a good position. Dina's gotten really deep on ramp as well, so should be first contact if they do decide to rotate off. Does look like they are interested in committing to this take here. It's a fun molly there, just preventing any boost. They've loved this boost up behind Woods, so Julie has to be ready for this, playing on the other side of it. If this flash comes through, she's going to get swung on immediately. Oh, the counter flash is perfect. She swings up and finds 2. Does get traded out, though. Nani tucked in at the perfect position at white box, can swing off the back of another flash. Younger setting her up for that one, for 2 in fact, and that's going to be the half. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back for the second half of Vertigo.
devil. She wore a red dress and stilettos. She said you seem like a mighty kind fellow. Little did she know. Yes, I've lived a lifetime of joyrides and snow white lines. I've been on a roll. See, I've killed and I've died a few times. If you wanna meet God, call up the lawyers. 'Cause we got some blood on our hands tonight. Round up your soldiers. 'Cause some of us won't make it out alive. Wreck your car, wreck your car. Jump out, but don't look down. You the rush in your blood. Bet you figured out we don't mess around. There's a lot of money in the spotlight. Let's burn it down. There's a lot of money in the spotlight. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Let it burn, let it burn. Set fire to the world as it turns. Let it burn, let it burn. Oh, wreck your car, jump out, but don't look down. You the rush in your blood, bet you figured out we don't mess around. There's a lot of money in the spotlight. Let's burn it down. There's a lot of money in the spotlight. Let's burn it down. Burn it down.
And welcome back, everybody. We're here in the second half of the first map of this matchup between Black Dragons and EndGame. We're here on EndGame's map pick of Vertigo. And it started out looking like EndGame were in control, but Black Dragons fighting back at the end there, Fearless.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about, that once the money was there to buy up into the ops, we have seen a completely different Black Dragons with so much impact by Junger, by Julie, even Goddess as well, that was handed the off in a very crucial round, even though she only has 4 kills. It does seem to be a bit maybe unfair distributed. Goddess only on 4, Dina just 2 kills, but it doesn't matter. It seems to be quite a very competitive game so far. Julie and Dina grabbed 2 opening frags here in the second pistol, and now the retake needs to come in.
Dina has the 4 position, although she's a little bit scared to be taking this fight. There's a huge player advantage here. There is a kit, although it does just get dropped there. They'll be able to pick that one back up. Great angle there from Dina to find that one. 2 on 4 now. Bomb is ticking down. Younger gonna be able to play around these generators, just poking in and out. The Flicks does find her in the end, though. I'm ready to Julie touching on side here. They're going to try and duel her at once, and winning those duels as well. It's now the 2 on 2. Nani takes now by Cold Xena as well, and wow, just the USP is coming in clutch. The kit, it wasn't picked up though. Oh no, they missed on their way through, so even though they find all those flags, the Flicks finding 4 of her own, they're not able to get the round. Oh, you gotta pick up that kit.
Oh yeah, that's so unfortunate, and Black Dragons can get away with it. But also props to them for like trying to delay things in the fight, chipping away some damage, and well, that means the scoreboard is tied up 8-8, and with that, a bomb plant secured. That is a nice chunk of money for Black Dragons, with now 3 AKs across the board. Looks like EndGame won't be stopping though. There's even an M4 that now switched over to Gold Xena, but still not. Oh, actually, oh wait, what? Oh, the pistols do actually quite a lot of damage. Now, the M4 is in the hands of the Flicks, and an AK picked up in the process as well. Nani could have planted the bomb, and this is now suddenly, it changed all up upon its head. the bomb has been planted down, and Julie in a great spot, almost transferring to the third player, leaving Leflix as the last one alive, and the information ready for Younger to be picked up. Great recovery, though, by Black Dragons.
Yeah, really well set up by EndGame in terms of just their positioning. Yeah, they forced into that round just off the back of finding all the players, knowing that the money's not going to be in the best place. But the duels just go in the favor of the T's, even with that great utility usage, putting it into the 2-on-2, not able to convert it. Julie looking hot to trot with the rifle today. Gonna be a fast one out towards A this time. It is just against the USPs. It should just be a matter of time before Black Dragons secure their 10. And, oh, Leflix tucked in. Take one. There's a team kill in the process as well. That's a little dicey there. It's on there. Unless she can show us something special, which she fortunately cannot. It's going to mean double digits now for Black Dragons, starting to take it away here on EndGame's map pick. Although we are going to see the full rifles coming out, including that AWP for Leflix.
Now let's see if that AWP will be as impactful as it was when Black Dragons was on their CT side. Looks like Leflix will actually play it more towards A, whereas Black Dragons definitely use it more towards B. But now Flashbang is ready and popped, but not a single player there. Just Nani, but in a different angle. And at the same time, looks like, yeah, Black Dragons just pretty much defaulted, spread it out across the map. And just waiting where they can find an opening.
Yeah, just playing around these smokes here. Zena has a chance to maybe find something here. Julie's actually going to set for a bit of a one-way above this. That flash is perfect. It catches her off, and she catches Julie. A great flash there, set up by Cold Zena as the smoke fades. A really great use of utility, and now Goddess. She's going to be tested by not one, but two players. Lizina finding one, Sinon finding the other. Nani, we've seen her win a round from this position before, but I think this one is a little bit more difficult. 5 players to find, 50 seconds to do it.
I'm actually kind of wondering where the bomb actually is dropped. Looked like it was almost below the stairs, but yeah, not that it really matters anything. A 1v5, Nani just needs to hold on to that AK. And perhaps she can if no one will check this angle. Everyone just sitting tight. Slightly just, yeah, timer will tick away, but of course they have 5 players alive. They really hope to be catching her after time. Oh, Lulu walking the wrong direction. Nani definitely hears that. Yeah,
with the money where it is for EndGame, it's probably not the worst situation. Just stick safe. Don't use anyone you don't need to, and build up a bit of cash. That way, if they completely get wiped out in this round, they can still buy up. Gonna see that incredible flashbang peak coming out here. Really well done. The second flash not quite as useful, but all the players were dead by then, so it didn't really matter. It's going to be a force up around that AK. We're able to get a few more on the board, plus the naked AWP on Younger. Obviously, the armor not quite as important on the AWP. And then Dina, just a little Mac 10 to her name. Ooh, Julie playing around this smoke. Has maybe a chance.
Yeah, and it's actually very interesting to see how EndGame seems to be, well, so far in pretty good control now that they have had the buy rounds. Instantly an opening pick again. And good control, just Leflix now still waiting, ready with the AWP to pull the trigger. Eager to even get more, and even while blind, she does land the flick. Great setup as well, Sinon ready to back it up in case they were going to go out. And here we have it. 10-10, and things have equaled out on the scoreboard. Yeah, and it seems like Leflix is just as calm and collected as can be, and the rest of the team is just comfortably able to help her out. Now, Black Dragons are on the pistol. Looks like it's going to be a very nice eco rush down towards the A-bomb side. And already so much utility is flying to force them back. Doesn't quite look like they are about to be stopped anytime soon. Just changing the direction. Straight going through the ramp, not quite so much through short. They do have a single flashbang that has been thrown. Didn't blind a single player, unfortunately. And now they're all stuck here. Perhaps changing their direction. Ooh, some players have definitely shown their face now. God is the first to fall here on this side. Junger though, okay, very cheekily. She doesn't get spotted for at least one kill. At the same time though, this is great. Black Dragons have diverted EndGame away, but still Goldazina ready and waiting to pick them up. And that is EndGame that have recovered from the pistol round after that and converted into 3 rounds, winning in a row. Now back in the lead. Good thing is though, Black Dragons is still able to run it with the AKs, so the money hasn't quite run out that much that even after an eco they need to go again. But instantly is EndGame back with the opening frag. It does get quite heated though, especially with the smoke being in place. Not a lot of space for EndGame to work with to trade, and that gives Black Dragons some space now to work with and to perhaps creep into this A-bomb site. Now the execute will come out. Smokes have landed, and that is the trigger for EndGame to try and peek into things, try to get an opening. And actually, it has now fallen away. The advantage is in favor of Black Dragons, and they're very much teasing, playing around short there, and now getting Goldazina and separating both of the CTs, moving it all onto LaFlix, and she's trying her best. But the no-scope this time will not come around, and Junger actually picks up that up to drag it over onto the T side. Good thing is, though, EndGame, plenty of money for them to work with. They will call a tactical timeout. Of course, things do get heated. It is 11-11, and so much can happen. And well, up next, we will be heading to Dust 2. And the problem with Dust 2 is that last time around, Black Dragon 16-0'd them. So EndGame are very, very eager to take this map and make sure they do everything it takes.
Indeed. I'm sorry to disappear there on your viewers for a moment, but I hope I haven't missed too much. We're now 11-11, so all tied up. Exciting place to be here. This map's turning out to be quite the close affair. Money pretty good on both sides of the table here. Bit of a slower start here from the T's. They spread out across the map, looking for any sort of opening. The Flicks not looking to give them one. Here, this orb is probably going to be the first one to be tested. Flash getting primed here. They're going to swing off that. She manages to dodge it, but Nani finds her head, takes her clean up. Now Naomi has to fall back towards the site, and all those T's are coming in hot and fast.
Ooh. Suddenly, Molotovs will come flying out, forcing Nami to sit a bit further back. Now, Smoke, just the timing on that as well was perfect for the teams actually to cross, but counter-utility is making it very, very hard for them to actually set foot onto the side just yet, giving Nami now the space to get back on the box. Another Smoke right in front of it. Well, at least that might be it to secure the bomb plant, but they would just swing through. And, things definitely do get tricky here, leaving us with a 1v1. Dina working around the smoke, and even with Goldazina making the steps on the side, maybe it was all the distraction, but endgame, they do take the round. But yeah, it did come with quite a cost. Almost every single player fell there.
This is a critical one to win, though, because you can see now on the Black Dragon side, their money has been put into the dumpster. They have to force out just a few pistols. Going to be trying to save a bit of money for the next round. So should be an opportunity here to take it for 13th, especially with this lovely spray down. Going to take down most of these players. Sinon now pulls out the USP to find another, and it's just Dina left all it. Might be able to find Sid on here, so it makes it expensive in the end. Down 2 players.
That's a good trade. At least
try
to keep things
13-11 endgame. Starting to
and
a
with
bit more
that,
confident
Endgame
here
is
on their map
certainly
pick
creeping
after a bit of a
closer
run
towards
back
winning
from Black Dragon.
their own map
Ball's now
pick.
coming out as
13
these two
to
teams
11
assess
now.
what their next step is going to
Money
be.
will be back for Black
Money already
Dragons,
forcing out that
but
Galil, so it's
a
going to be
lot
a
of
full
pressure on
buyout
them. They're
here.
behind.
It's a critical one for Black Dragons to win.
Definitely
Otherwise,
struggling
they'll be reset once more.
To try and get back into the game. Of course, it would be so nice for Black Dragons to steal away the map pick of Endgame, but yeah, it's not gonna come easy. Now, the money is still a tad bit on the low end. Got us not too much utility on board, and Nani on a Galil, but shouldn't be hurting them too much. Great thing is, though, on the CT side, of course, we still have that investment into the op. And so far, definitely has been showing off. Flick's currently on 19 kills, called Xena also 20, Cyan 22. So definitely, everyone's doing quite their bit, actually, on endgame. Oh, and God is now finding the opening pick, adding another one to her list. She's a bit further behind, only 6 kills to her name. But so far, the kills that she has been having are actually quite some good impact. Now, the rest of the team is able to capitalize on that opening pick, adding 2 more to the list. Making this a 5v2, in fact, and with that big of an investment with the op and not too much money on the rest of the team, looks like this most likely will be safe. Also, good thing is, of course, endgame, they have a bit of a buffer to work with. Of course, they are in 13th round, they're in the lead. But yeah, this is the round that Black Dragons really desperately needed, and it keeps them in the game. Ooh, well, the Flick's still waiting here with the op. Looks like, don't think anyone will walk straight into her. It's very risky so far. Endgame is almost known to be saving in spawn. But it's really nice. Black Dragons survive with all 5 of the players as well. So it's a good thing for their money, especially now that we're running into the late game phase. But yeah, with that, oh, actually they are going to be forcing up around the Opinium 4. Not keeping them as just hero weapons, but just trying to get as much out of a buy as they can. Already a lot of utility flying around. I like what the T's are doing, trying to deny endgame any space. And so far that is working, but look at this Sidon! Ooh! Coming in with this very aggressive push, almost borderline into a lurk. And definitely a lot of damage dealt both ways. Sidon just 7 HP, Julie 35. But now, look at this. The CTs are going super aggressive, but after that first peak, it definitely gets expected. LaFleek's still overwhelmed here over on A. And with that, yeah, too many kills that have flipped away now in favor of Black Dragons. So bomb can easily get planted. The thing is, though, Sidon, just an MP9, cannot even escape, even if she wanted to upgrade to another weapon. It's going to be absolutely denied, and the scoreline is now all tied up. Oh, yeah, this was quite an easy one. Obviously, they didn't really use any utility to clear the corner. But it's still nice to see that you can stay calm and collected. And with that, Black Dragons are actually in the spot to perhaps steal away the map. It's endgame now being on the pistols, being forced to eco. They are gonna go for a ramp push, trying to overwhelm Nani. She does get 2 before she gets traded out. Goddess though here ready to come straight in with the flank. And well, that's the call. Black Dragons is just gonna go straight the other way onto B, planting the bomb. Yeah, not that much that endgame can do here. LaFlakes actually does manage to pick up an AK, but gets taken out. And finally, Goddess has creeped in closer. From, I think she started with just 6 kills. She just doubled it to 12. 12 in 14. Still negative. But at least it does seem to be a bit more of a team effort here in the second half. And Black Dragon is currently in a very good spot. 14 rounds on the board. And all the pressure is onto endgame. This needs to be the map for them to win. And yeah, this is now their chance with the Byron. If it's not going to happen now, they might not have enough money for the next. Instantly, trades coming through here on ramp. And Lazina, maybe a bit too eager. But luckily, we are silent with the backup, playing off of the smoke. Making sure that endgame still is in the lead and in control of this round. And CTs look to be split up, with the T's now lurking close towards that A bomb site. Nami, though, waiting around the corner. Perhaps someone will peek into that, but the smoke definitely is giving information away. Now the bomb get planted, and this needs to be a clean retake now for endgame.
3 CTs, though, in the sort of advantageous position here. It's a clutch round. Julian Goddess, everything on their back if they want to take it to 15. Very little utility on the back of endgame. That's their only smoke going out now onto the bomb. Perfect swing from Goddess to the back of Julie. Splashed, gets one, but is traded out. Julie finds one as well. It's the 1v1 already tagged down, and she does get taken out by Nami. So it is going to be 14-14. We're tied up here at the tail end of this game. Everything on the line, and the money now for endgame. It's still not in a great place.
No, and that's the thing as well. The fact that they have lost so many players this late with so little economy, it's a really tough spot to be in. So on paper, it still is favoring Black Dragons here so much. They can still afford an up onto Younger. And yeah, well, that's time for another timeout. This is, well, it almost feels like do or die now. Endgame, especially for them, this is a very important one. If they can perhaps pull a free mapper and take it down on Inferno, that is quite a good spot for endgame to be in. And if they take this game in general today, they're in such good spot to make it to deciders next week.
Yes, a super critical game for endgame. I mean, even Black Dragons, they want to be winning. Already obviously going through to the playoffs, but they want to avoid Fury, as we touched on at the very start of the pregame. So any wins they can get are important. This map, about as important as it gets for endgame, because Dust 2 and Inferno, very scary for them against this Black Dragons roster. This round really going to be the one that decides it here. Endgame, they're forced up, 2 for masses, 2 M4s, and that saved AK. Utility very light. Couple of flashes and smokes. Black Dragons just testing the waters at the moment. Looking and prodding at these sites, seeing if they can find anything at all, any freebies. In fact, going to be mid where the first contact comes in.
Ooh, and now with this close smoke, maybe Gulcina wants to peek for info. Might be a good call, actually. The T's have rotated away. Looks like, oh, Nami will be playing off the sandbag position. Definitely a place that gets molly quite often.
Yeah, it's risky if you're by yourself because you really need a teammate to be throwing that smoke for you. Now, Julia's just going to be walking up into the smoke here. It's kept 3 CTs interested here. Even though she goes down here, it's kept them on that side of the map, although they're going to be rotating fast now.
Oh, well, so far they haven't actually mollied out Sandbag in the slightest. But doesn't really seem to even be necessary. They have taken down the bomb. And Junger is all by herself, 1v5. There is money. So actually, ideally, she needs to do a lot of economic damage. That can secure them quite a good spot for the next round. Okay. Does have an idea of where the other players are positioned, but simply a little bit too much pressure to be under. And that is now map point in favor of EndGame there. And, oh, man, this is such a spectacular round because so much is now relying on Black Dragons. Junger with the AWP has delivered incredibly well, but EndGame, they are hungry. They want to have their own map pick, but it's gonna go, well, not without a fight.
Yeah, 30 rounds. That's going to be what decides it here. Looks actually not on the AWP. She went down at the very end of that last round, and I think that might have denied any ability to bring out an AWP here. So that single kill actually quite impactful. I mean, she might have been opting for the rifle anyway. Going to be another bit of contact towards mid here. Black Dragons have been enjoying poking and prodding at this as well as the B site, even though often they do rotate back to A after that initial contact. And Nani going to sting out off the back of that util, but Lulu actually pushed forward in front of the molly, so wins that duel. Now Julie going to be activating, pushing up really hard and fast, finds Sinon and spotted the player towards Pillar as well. They've got her cornered in here. Both of these teams watching this angle. The reload coming through, but it doesn't even matter. Dina finding Coldazina, so now it's the 3-on-5 if EndGame want to take us to the next map.
Oh, well, perhaps it will be OT ringing. Coldazina, so close. Oh, the spot. Oh, it is going down to be a 2-on-2, and Dina grabs 2 in favor of herself. Now all the pressure is onto Nami here to clutch it out. She also needs time to defuse. The kills need to come in now, and that is exactly happening. And with that, a 16-14. But man, was it close.
Wow, what a round to close it off with. Just an incredible series of kills there to take them to the 16. I was convinced we were going to OT. The girls, you can see them. They're in shock. They didn't expect to be winning off the back of that round. You can see she's explaining how she managed to pull